you remember Murali and Bajji, and you played in an era where there were some fabulous bowlers in world cricket. Vaughan, Murali, yourself, Bajji, Anil, Daniel Vettori, all these people around. Both Bajji and Murali were open chested, so it was natural for them to get the ball to drift into a right-hander, whereas you yourself or Swanee, you were side on. And for you, I can say possibly semi-side on, who could get the ball to go both ways. Drift is a key element for everyone. And did you believe that you needed a certain favorable wind condition for you to drift the ball, or it didn't matter?
Obviously, you as a bowler, what you do as soon you enter into the ground, you see which side is the wind. You have the checklist. Which side is the wind? Shorter boundary. You see all these things. Then you 100%. Go to the pitch. Then you see the pitch. Is that a green grass or dry brown grass? Then you tap the pitch. Is that soft? Is that hard? Is that a bit, crumbly? Which sort of that? Which end? As a bowler, you actually, you have a checklist and you try and, pick all those informations. End of the day, if you're playing like me, end of the day when I'm playing with the Wasim and Waka is there and Shoaib Akhtar is there, Wasim, Waka always they pick the end for themselves, and I'm a second or third choice, and they can put me anywhere. You understand? So I used to say to myself, okay, wind is that way, you can get drift slightly that side, outside drift, the ball you will get away drift and turn. Okay, if you're bowling the other side, you won't get away drift, but you will get turn. Will you get the drop? How much turn you will get it? You need to prepare yourself like that. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, that is different as well. But what I used to say to myself, definitely, if there is something in the air which is helping you, number one. If there is something on the pitch, number two. And then number three, you as well, like that. But what I used to say, I'm number one. If there's nothing on the air, if I'm bowling against the wind, but still me and the surface, 2 points favoring me. Yeah. And if there's nothing on the surface, then I used to say me and in the air. So I always used to say to myself, and whenever I do coaching, I speak to the spinners as well. Everything has a soul. Everything has a soul. Like you have a soul. I have a soul. And even in this world, there is a soul as well. And the world soul is all the human. So everything has a soul. And I always used to say, put the soul into the bowl. That's it. Put the soul into the bowl. And what is soul? Your belief, your confidence, your courage. That is the soul, the energy of the body. You're collecting the energy from the whole body and you're putting into that bowl. First thing is the most important thing, put the soul into the bowl. That is your self-belief, your confidence, your mental toughness, or whatever you say, the energy of the body, of your body. Put everything into the bowl. And then second, air, and then off the pitch. And then you will rest, result. We are not, obviously we try and get the result, but the result, I always say, that is not in my hand. The effort and the process, that is in my hand.
Given a choice, if you were given a choice, your preference would be bowling into the wind or bowling with the wind?
Ideally, if the wind is behind you and the wind is going that way, okay, that is beautiful for me. When I used to play for Surrey, after Martin Bicknell, obviously Martin Bicknell was the most senior guy at the seam bowler. Obviously he used to pick his end early on. Then I was the guy who used to pick the end. And I had a great time at the Oval. And I always used to pick the end where the wind is slightly behind and going a little cross to the batsman. It's beautiful. If you can maintain the shape of the ball, you will get dip and drift and turn as well. And for the Doosra, you don't need to put a lot of effort into that. You just put the ball and just, what you call smoothly, just, release the ball from your hand, and the wind will actually help that ball, and it will go nicely. That is the ideal situation for me. Even for the left-hander as well, same. The ball will drift in and then turn away. And if the ball is not shine, still the wind is behind you, and which is going a little away to the batter. That is beautiful. Again, it will give a little angle or a little drift away as well. Then if the ball is not shine, if the ball is really old, still you will get a little going away to the batsman as well. But many times when I used to play for Pakistan, many times I bowled against the wind as well. And there are a few benefits in bowling against the wind as well. Obviously, you need to put a lot of effort into that, and your spell should be a little smaller as well. With the wind, you can bowl like 10 overs, 15 overs. Against the wind, probably 5-6 over spells. That in a way, like blessing and disguise as well. Sometimes, because the wind is this side, yeah, and you're putting effort, but the batsman is thinking the ball is very close to him, but it's not that close to him. So many times, if you're holding the shape against the wind, the ball, you get so many short leg, and you get so many wickets through the gates as well, because of you're bowling against the wind. And the timings, you can break the timings of the batsman as well. But obviously, you are in a that kind of situation that you will lose your rhythm or momentum or smoothness. But if you are away on that and you are holding your action and your alignment, you'll be able to get good result against the wind as well. But ideal situation for me with the wind, and the wind is slightly going away.
Yeah, you need to have a controlled run up to bowl with or against the wind, because sometimes the way you move forward, if it's pushing you, your rhythm is put off, or even if it's blowing behind you, sometimes it can put you off. Did it change for you with red ball cricket and white ball cricket, or it stayed the same? Bowling with the wind is what you prefer?
Obviously, white ball, red ball, it's slightly different. But, to be honest, what I used to do, I used to say to myself, it's a cricket. It's a cricket. White ball, red ball, it's a cricket. And in white ball, I think why my record is better than in Test cricket. I used to get excited that in one-day cricket, batsman will give you a lot of indications, that how to get him out, because you need to score runs. If you can, block him for a few dot balls, then he will try and do something silly. So in one-day cricket, I always say to the bowlers, and I used to say to myself, there's plenty of chances that, plenty of indications you will receive from the batsman. And I used to enjoy, and I used to get excited as well. So that's why I took 2 hat-tricks in one-day cricket, because I used to see how the batsman is responding, and after 1 ball or 2 ball, if you're bowling dot, 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 you can see massive signs or signals from batsmen. In Test cricket, just imagine if you're bowling against Sachin. Oh my God. Oh my God. He will never ever give you any indication. It's a long game, long, boring game. So you have to be, every ball you're bowling with the full energy, with the full concentration, devotion, and with the full focus and with full energy. And Sachin is giving you nothing. And in one-day cricket, you will see 2-3 dot balls. Even Sachin will try and do something different. And with the 100%. Pace of the game, So I used to enjoy one-day cricket as well, rather than me, it's a white ball game or it's a red ball game. I never used to think like that, because when I started my cricket, my Kaptanji used to say to me, wicket, wicket, wicket. So when I used to hold the ball, wicket, 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 rather than red or white. So I think psychologically, I never thought that, it's a white ball, it's a red ball. Now, when I came into coaching and the bowler started thinking, it's a white ball or it's a red ball. And then I thought, why? This is a cricket. It's the same game. You need to take wickets. Forget about that. If you will bowl like probably 10 overs, you will get used to how to hold the ball. If the seam is inside or outside, or it's a red or white, you will get used to. And I always give this example. If you go to fish market, when you enter the fish market, you will smell. Oh my God, what's going on? And if you are there in fish market for half an hour, you'll get used to. You won't feel any smell. You get used to. And our body, our system, we get used to. And it's just a matter of getting used to, of red and white. When you're used to, that's it. Then, you can play your cricket, you can enjoy your cricket, and whatever you want to do it, you can do it. This is me actually.
Yeah, it is different ways of looking at what you said right now. So going back to the way you started off and the way it panned out for you. Obviously, when you're teaching now, it's obviously very different because white ball cricket has become a dominant force. You started at what? You were 17 or 18 when you played your first class cricket in 1994, and in the first season itself, what, so many wickets, 52 wickets, and then playing for Pakistan A, and within a year playing for the senior Pakistan team. You mentioned the names you have played with. Obviously, great lineup, great bowling lineup. Even if your batting let you down, your bowling was so strong. Wasim, Waqar, Mushtaq Ahmad with you, Aqib Javed, Shoaib Akhtar. Later on, sometimes whether it's test match cricket or one-day cricket, there is a role for you to play. Yes, you might be thinking wickets, but sometimes do you feel, oh, I need to play a supportive role because the others are struggling or it's not going well for us? Have you ever thought like that, or it was still wickets for you?
When I started playing for Pakistan, before that I played for PIA. And obviously in club cricket, I was a wicket-taking bowler. And I used to bowl in the death as well. And we used to play in Ramadan 2020 cricket. Pakistan, let me tell you, Pakistan started 2020 cricket, I think back in 80s. We used to play 2020 cricket in Ramadan in the evening. And Ramadan tournaments we used to play 2020. And I used to bowl in the death in club cricket as well. So my mindset was taking wicket and obviously game changer or match winner sort of. And that Doosra actually made my mind as well. And when I started playing for PIA, Moin Khan, he was out of the Pakistan team. And Rashid Latif took his place for national team. And obviously Moin Khan saw me first time. And then he asked me, where you want to bowl? I said, I'm happy if you want to bowl me anywhere in one-day tournament. I said, I don't mind to bowl in the power play. And I don't mind to bowl the last over. And Wasim Akram missed few games, and we had few fast bowlers as well for PIA. But those were good bowler, good first-class bowler. But Moin never had that much confidence on them. So when he saw me in the nets that I'm bowling, and obviously like when we practice, all the batsmen, first 5 minutes they go inside, they block, and they just leave, and then just trying to practice on the basic, like first 5 minutes, and then after first 5 minutes they try and play on the ground, and then last 5-10 minutes they try and hit sixes. So this is the pattern, all the batsmen, they try and train themselves. And when the last 5-10 minutes used to come in the nets, I never used to get any six from any batsman, and I used to get their wickets. And obviously Moin Khan was watching me, and then for PIA, he said that, Saki, I want you to bowl in the last six overs. So he used to keep my last 6 overs. So to be honest, I never thought, even one-day cricket or test cricket, that I'm a stock bowler.
Okay.
And from day one, it was tag on me, wicket-taking bowler. And when I came into Pakistan team, Wasim Akram, Saidan was captain for a series or two, and then Moin Khan was captain for Pakistan as well, and even Rashid Latif, Amir Shoaib for one series. They all said to me, your role is to take the wickets. That's it. We don't want you to support the other bowlers. You are a wicket-taking bowler, and we want wickets from you. But in the end, when Waqar Younis became captain, and I had injury a bit in my knees, and he was actually changing my pattern, and I now accepted. And he said that, Saki, you bowl in the middle. And to be honest, and I played, I think, 1 or 2 series under Waqar Younis, and I was trying to convince him that it's not coming into my heart. let me give me, time to think on that, or let's have a chat on that, because I played almost 8.5, 9 years as a wicket taking. Now you want me to bowl in the middle, and you just bowl and try and, go economical kind of, in one day cricket. And I've played test cricket under Waqar Yunus, and that really actually, disturbed me. And after that, I got injured. So that was the last period which I never enjoyed it. Yeah, obviously as a team player, you need to actually fulfill your role, whatever the captain or head coach give you the duty, or plan to execute. You got to do it. But obviously I was trying, but I never enjoyed it. And I tried for like 4 or 5 times, never enjoyed it, because the thrill wasn't there, the pressure wasn't there, the mindset, and obviously the planning is different, and you playing a different role after, after 8.5 years. Your plan was something else, and now you are going into different sort of a plan, different sort of a game you are playing it. I never enjoyed it, but after that I got injured, and then that's it. And then I played for Surrey, as an attacking bowler. I played 2 years for Surrey, 1 year for Sussex, and I said to them, look, this is me, and I want to play cricket like that. Even the coach used to say to me, especially for Sunday league game, Saki, you should be bowling ... and then you'll be able to get the wicket. I said, no, this is not me. I want to play cricket the way I want. And I never think that, the first ball, if I'm starting my spell, the first ball should be ... No. Or I need to make a maiden over. No. I'm starting my ball, the first delivery. My intent is to take the wicket, but obviously I'm watching where to bowl. If I'm getting ... okay, what he's going to do. The next ball where I'm going to bowl, ... okay. Now there's a chance that my team will do something different, and I'm reading and I'm calculating, and then another ball ... And if I'm doing like that and I'm getting maiden overs, I'm thinking, okay, maiden I'll put into the side, but I'm still thinking, next over, I think I'm going to get him out. I will watch what he's going to do. So my intent was like this. But every individual is different, I think the great influence was from my Kaptanji, because his questions were with me all the time. Even though I'm in a different role now, I'm a coach now. When I sit outside, and like in England, I was sitting outside watching Murali, Adil Rashid, and other spinners, and watching him, and they are going for ... or something, or if they are going for economical, going for maiden overs, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, he's different, I'm different, So try and, you actually help them according to their mindset, according to their game plan, according to their strength. But I think great influence from my Kaptanji.
Yeah, but also again, a classic thing which comes out here is the skill factor. See, mindset is definitely there. You were always taught that way. You were brought up that way because your mom said, pray for something different. Your Kaptanji said, you have to get wickets. So your mindset was like that. So it never became defensive. But imagine, say, somebody like a Moeen or an Adil Rashid. Moeen Ali hardly bowled for Booster. So he has bowled more for England. So the mindset and the skill have to be complementary as well somewhere there. It's very interesting when I listen to you, Saqlain, because county cricket, sometimes you play on different tracks. You played 8 seasons for Surrey, and I think there is a gate named after you as well. I think the only overseas player after whom a gate is named, because you're a legend at Surrey. Sometimes over there on the first day as a spinner, less gifted spinners have to think differently, because as an overseas player or even as a local bowler, you bowl according to the conditions. But I think even there, even on the first day, even on a seaming track, I don't think you ever thought that way.
Yeah, you are right, Kartik. I took I think probably 6 wickets for, I think probably 11 runs against Sussex. I think, if I'm not wrong, I can't remember, but I think probably 10-15 runs I gave, and I took 6 wickets. And I took hat-trick as well in championship. What happened before going to Sussex? The head coach, the director of Sussex, was the head coach of Surrey. So he moved to Sussex. Then next year, yeah. And then what he did, he said that we need to make a pitch. It should be green top, and it was like lush green. And we won the toss, we put them in. They went in, they were batting first. And after 15, I think before lunch, after probably 15 hours, I took the ball. And just after tea, I think probably after lunch, one session, Sussex all out, I took 6 wickets, 1 hat-trick. And it was lush green. And everybody was talking. My English wasn't that great that time. Now I'm talking to you, it's more than an hour now, we are talking in English. So I learned my English in dressing room. I used to read newspaper for them. Every day I used to read newspaper and I used to ask them, can you explain what is that? Can you speak a simple, can you explain in a simple way? My dictionary is not that strong. So anyway, they were talking about me. And then I realized that they were talking about me. This guy is not looking the pitch. This guy is not looking the grass. He's just going to bowl. And then obviously everybody came and they started, what was in your mind? What you were thinking, how did you get them out? And I said that's it, to get the wicket, to get them out. And they said that the ball wasn't turning massively and this and that, the other. And how do you, change the pace and everything? You know what, Kartik, I think, again, I will say that my coach had a great influence on me. Those questions were with me all the time.
All the time.
People used to say, oh, look at his variation. Look at the pace, look at the angles. To be honest, my mind is to get the wicket, and automatically all the variations used to come from me, out of my system. Like Doosra is a bit more loopy, and then quick spin, slow spin, arm ball, undercut. So I'm just doing to get the wicket, and I'm throwing all my, tricks on the batsman just to get the wicket. So, rather than me concentrating on trajectories and pace or angles or drift or dip, I used to think about, how to get him out. Oh, okay, he's on the front foot, he's on the back foot, make him stretch. So this is the way my variation and angles used to come, rather than me thinking on angles and pace and stuff. I used to think I need to get him out. If he goes on the back foot, the ball should be going a bit more quicker, zip, turning in, and bang, I'm hitting on the stumps. I need to bowl a bit more quicker, So the influence of my coach was to get the wicket. So this is the way, all the variations and all the trajectories or the angles, used to come. But the back of the head, that was to get the wicket and to get the batsman out, to take the wicket.
Two things stand out. Two things really staggered me. Do you know that you've got Arvinda Da Silva 11 times? Somebody who was a god against spinners, who literally, you didn't even allow spinners to hit his pads. You've got him 11 times. And the second thing which is mind-boggling is Sharjah, which is so placid, so flat. There's nothing for the spinners. It's your most successful ground. You've got 74 wickets there. It's unbelievable.
Again, my coach, my captain, wickets. I never thought that this pitch is flat. I never thought that. And to be honest, I used to see that. I used to, as I mentioned before, me, put the soul into the ball. Me, I'm not thinking, what is the pitch? There is something in the air as well. And I'm putting the soul into the ball. And the rest, I will see how the pitch is responding. My intent is to take the wicket. That's it. Arvinda, I think I was so lucky that, I never used to read the stats of the player. I heard about Sachin, that he's world number 1. I knew that Arvinda was best against the spinners. But when I was in the ground holding the ball, I was so good. I think it was blessing of my mother, because I used to have a strong belief that my mother is watching me and she's praying with me. And she used to say to me, when you go inside, beta, my duas are with you, my prayers are with you. Darna nahi hai. You just go and play cricket. और तुम देखना, जब तुम बगैर डरे खेलोगे तो रिजल्ट तुम्हारी फेवर में होगा. अगर तुम हार भी जाओगे, डरना नहीं है. मार भी पड़ जाए, डरना नहीं है. So because I was very close to my mother, again to my coach and my mother. So दो जो चीजें नजर आती थी, डरना नहीं. We see the pitch and we get scared. We see the batsman, we get scared. We see the scoreboard, we get scared. We see the ball is a bit hard, we get scared. I remember a few games we lost. We lost against India, and I think what's his name? Your left-handed batsman hit me a 4, and we lost the game.
Saurav.
No, not Saurav. No.
Rishikesh Kanetkar.
Yeah. He hit me 6 or 4. Yeah, in Dhaka. You know what happened? What happened? They changed the ball, and one of the bowler, he said that I can't bowl this one because this is a new ball. And in the calculation, I don't know, I can't remember the captain, and he gave that ball to me. He said, Saki, can you bowl? I said, yeah, I don't mind, I can bowl. When I hold the ball was really new and hard. And the ball just came out of my hand. And we lost the game. And we lost the game. And then what happened? I couldn't sleep. And then I think probably 3 o'clock in the night time, I was just thinking, trying to find the solution in my head. What is the best way? You need to find the solution within yourself. And I was lying down on my bed. And I couldn't sleep, We lost against India, obviously, big rivalry, against India, Pakistan. Then my mother said to me, that her voice came into my ear. Ghabrana nahi hai, haar jaoge, jeet jaoge, ye game hai, darna nahi hai. Game mein hota rahega, koi aisi baat nahi hai. And when I heard those words of my mother, then I thought, oh my God, that's it. This is part of game. Never mind. Then I slept. And the next day I called my mother. I said, this happened. My mother said, beta, this is part of game. Never mind. So, and then after that, you wouldn't believe, I had a friend in Lahore. And I said to him, he had an audio video shop. And I went to him and I said, can you make a video tapes? Can you record a video tape for me? All the bowlers, like big bowlers, Wasim, Waka, Ambrose, Walsh, Shane Warne, Kumble, all on that time, Imran, Kapil Dev, got hammered for 4 and 6. So he just made a video clip for me, all the boundaries, all the great bowlers getting hammered by the batsmen. And I used to watch those ones. Look, he's getting hammered, even for 4, even for 6. And I used to watch that, and that really inspired me. Oh, this is part of game. You understand? So you try and find a solution for yourself to convince yourself and to come back into the game with more strong attitude. So I never used to, think about that. But, now because I'm a coach and now I was that time a bit stubborn, a bit, I'm playing cricket in my own ways. Now I think, if I was a bit more clever, might I get away from that kind of situation? You understand? But, when I think and I say, no, this is part of the game, doesn't matter, what I decided and I did it, the result wasn't in my favor, you got to accept it.
Interesting. Murali has credited you with the Doosra, that you were the one who taught him the Doosra. How did that happen?
Yeah, obviously, because we used to play against each other, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, in Sharjah, in Sri Lanka, in Pakistan, and then obviously in county cricket. So we used to have a lot of chats, and I used to, again, I think it was from my family, passing on the knowledge, you shouldn't be stingy or selfish. And I used to feel that, if someone is asking any questions, you got to be honest. You have to pass it on. So I remember even Shoaib Malik or Saeed Ajmal or anyone in my playing days, even few friend of mine, they used to say, hey, isko batana nahi hai kisi ko. Isko batana nahi kisi ko. And I used to say, why are you saying that? And in my career, the way I played for Pakistan, I think it's completely luck. Obviously, you have to work hard. You have to work hard. But obviously, 25 crore mein se 11 ka khelna, it's a completely, I think, it's a luck, I mean, it's, we say you make your own luck. But I believe, yes, you make your own luck, working hard and doing good things as well.
Yeah.
This is the way you make your own luck. Good thing is like you are kind, you are helping, you are sharing knowledge, you are sharing your things, you know, like paise hain, gareeb ko de do, you know, doing good things. This is the way you actually make your own life. And obviously working hard in bowling, fielding, fitness, batting. So there are two parts of working hard. People think just work hard, you will make your own life. No, I believe work hard in your skills in cricket, yeah, physically, mentally, technically, tactically, or whatever. Then the other way, you have to be a good human as well. And I believe, look at, you know, all the great player. I think they were very nice as a human. They were very good as a human as well. Look at Sachin, so humble, you know. Look at Murali, so humble as well. So I think, yeah, you have to have a big heart, you know. So I used to share the knowledge, and I used to talk to Murali, you know. I never hide anything, and I think I feel satisfied. And I, you know, when Murali mentioned that, you know, I felt so good. You know, the great Murali, you know, who conquered the world, you know, the most highest wicket taker in one day in Test cricket, mentioning that he showed me the way, you know. I mean, it's a great gesture for me, you know. And I think that, you know, to be honest, you know, you have to be, you know, you have to pass it on, you know. This is the way you can contribute into cricket.
I saw that friendship between the two of you at MCL as well. When the two of you were playing for the same team, you could see that mutual admiration society over there.
That was great experience. And you know, and to be honest, you know, the Murali in MCL, he was keep coming to me and he was, you know, giving me tips, and I said, okay, I will listen to you, but one by one. Don't tell me 10 things and I have to bowl this one ball. You're telling me 10 things, do this or do that. I said, no. He was so passionate, you know, and that guy never wants to lose the game.
Correct.
And he takes everything very serious. And
Very
I think that is his strength. You know, even though we were retired, we achieved everything, and we were playing against the youngsters. He was so, you know, like into the game. He was into the game, and he said that, you know, excuse me. He was into the game and he said, I don't want to lose. And he used to come to me and he used to give me a plan before the over. And he used to give all the time information, not just to me, to all the to captain and all the players as well. And I loved it. You know, he's a great sort of a person. And you know, obviously he played for Sri Lanka, I played for Pakistan. My wish is this, that, you know, I mean, obviously time is gone now. You know, having a partner with Kumble, having a partner with Shane Warne, you know, bowling with Murali, bowling with Bajji, or bowling with you, you know, it'll be a great experience. You know, you learn a lot and you enjoy, you know, you play a different sort of a game, you know, you gain a lot, you learn a lot, and you enjoy more. So fascinating, you know.
Yeah, it's been brilliant talking to you. I can speak to you for hours on end, but I know that you're time bound. Saqlain, since you coach a lot, since you help so many kids nowadays, I'm pretty sure, having understood you and having spoken to you, you're not somebody who's too big on technique because you've been self-taught yourself. What would your thoughts be, and what would be your firm belief with regards to spin bowling, and what you would convey to the young spinners?
I'm a great believer on quality, quantity, and continuity. 3 things. Quality. Whenever you train quality. Every ball should be with the purpose, with the strong intent, what exactly you're going to do. Quality ball. And quantity, bowl and bowl and bowl and bowl. The more the merrier. This is me. And I have a strong belief on that. The more you bowl, the more you will know yourself. The more you will have, you know, the self-belief and confidence on your skills. And continuity. It's not just, you know, 1 month bowling regularly and then 2 months off or 1 month off. No. Bowl and bowl and bowl and bowl. Quality, quantity, continuity. And I believe one coach will be born within you. And that is the real coach, which will teach you. Then you will learn, you know, you self-taught, you know. Your inside coach will teach you. He will give you tip whilst going to sleep in a difficult condition, home, away. That coach is with you. Traveling, the coach is with you. Under pressure, that coach is with you, and you are going on highs, on lows. That coach will be with you. He'll be your mentor. He'll be your compass. He will direct you. He will be your set nav. He will show you where you are going. And that is the dead honest coach. Quality, quantity, continuity. That dead honest coach will be with you, and he will guide you.
Brilliant words, brilliant words. Thanks once again for your time, and speak soon. Stay safe. Namaskaram.
Namaskar.